By way of introduction, this seminar is supposed to be a straightforward approach to the key issues, laying the groundwork, if you like, for a precursor to a more detailed session, which is loan interest and how to deal with HMRC challenge, inquiry, ADR, and potentially even tribunal. This session has three parts, which is the basic principles for the relief, the tax principles involved, and then how they apply specifically to finance costs, and then what on earth has happened to HMRC over the last few years? Why has this suddenly become an issue? I say suddenly, over the last 3, 4, 5 years now. Almost all unincorporated businesses are legally indistinguishable from their owners. They are the same legal person. And what that means in practical terms is that the business debts are your debts and all your personal wealth is at risk if that business incurs liabilities. There's no dividing line between what the business owes and what you personally owe. So your main home is at risk. Any other personal assets that you may have, they're also at risk, which is why limited liability companies, etc., are so popular. Just be careful that if you're assuming, if you have previously assumed that borrowing against private assets, privately owned assets, doesn't work, and I'm saying, well, actually, the collateral doesn't matter. There's a flip side to that, which is don't assume that business assets, borrowing against business assets guarantees tax relief. If the collateral doesn't matter if you're borrowing against a private asset, it also doesn't matter if you're borrowing against a business asset, if that makes sense. If my balance sheet goes overdrawn, I owe my business money because of excessive drawings, and that means that interest relief should be restricted. My balance sheet is in the red. I've taken so much money out of the business that I now owe it money. In accounting terms, again, legally speaking, it's the same entity. Remember, again, we're not talking about business using the cash basis. They have their own peculiar rules.